I hate Dan Kuroto. There, I said it.
Why?
You
How dare you?
You blasphemous
Poison!
motherfucker. You are an insult to the great new god.
Do not insult
We are all devout followers of Danism.
the meme lord of tokusatsu.
We are all Danites.
Oh, that's why Garden like X-A.
Because of Dan?
Dan is one of them.
Dan it, Dan it, Dan it! And now to do something I haven't had a chance to do for many weeks. Cue the roll call!
Wait, we started?
We're live!
Connect. Loading.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Azeel.
Loyal and loud, Dreamcaster Lane.
Explorer from the unknown. Yellowcaster. Auto Jar.
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster! Global South Perka!
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
No, don't keep that in!
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, we
God.
started.
Oh god, don't keep that in!
Hello, everybody.
No.
Well, I'm
Welcome
not-
to Radio Sentai Castranger.
Episode 161. I looked it up this time.
I'm Pinkcaster Lane. What's up? My name
it's-
is still the same.
It's pronounced Pinkcaster Lane!
No.
Also, first off,
It's Lene.
I'm not editing Castranger. I'm only editing extra because Anthony doesn't have time.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
Anthony has to edit the actual episode.
Yeah, Anthony, you hear that? You're editing it, not Gar.
I'm only editing the news because you don't have time for news.
Hi,
Click,
call
click.
me.
Anyways, it's 4 out of 5 of Corecast here.
Because Redcaster has to play daddy.
Yeah, responsibilities and stuff.
Yeah, like, geez, having a kid so overrated.
Right?
Oh, and here's something we haven't been mentioning the last few weeks. It's episode centred. Certainly
Who gives a shit about Centric?
Hey,
not me.
hey,
I like some.
you said it, not me. I was done
Blaze
with it
in our
weeks ago.
Discord chat mentioned it.
Thank you, Blaze.
Oh. Like, what is Centric? Is it a flying squirrel? Is it a raccoon?
It's a
What is
squirrel.
It evolves into a ferret.
It's
for
a
some
squirrel?
reason,
I think so.
It is a
No,
I don't know.
I think it's like a
Cause
it's a
like-
raccoon or something.
I'll
It's
be
like a
co-
raccoon. Oh, it's a flying squirrel.
I'll be completely honest, I didn't realize it was a flying squirrel until Pokemon Go. Until I actually got a good
Flies
shot
around?
at it. I'm like, it's a flying squirrel.
Anyways,
And for it's a ferret.
so
Squirrel? There.
last week I was remiss in my duties, but today I will start us off by describing what we're talking about. Today we are talking about X-Aid, episode 42, Kyuranger, episode 24, which is funny because 42 and 24 is a flip numbers.
Well, that's true.
No, we're on
Numerologists, beware!
Aren't we on episode 20?
Nope.
Oh yeah, 24.
24. And what I am excited about, which is odd to even say that, the Kamen Rider Ghost movie, Kamen Rider Ghost Rebirth, Kamen Rider Specter.
Wait. We're talking about the Kamen Rider Specter movie? I thought we were talking about Specter, you know, the latest James Bond film.
Gee, sound like...
God damn it, I watched the wrong movie!
Cue the poster!
I'm
We're live?
just kidding, I actually watched it. We're live! Yes, shit!
That reminds me when I first started on Castranger, we were talking about Ghost. You and Sal made a bit about you guys seeing Spectre. One
Yeah,
of
we-
Spectre's debut.
Yeah.
We have learned this last week that Gar has a Philip level, scary accurate encyclopedic memory of our show.
Guys, how many times do I have to tell you? I'm your #1 fan. Until I came on, then I stopped giving a shit.
Yeah, that's why you don't listen to any episode of Castranger unless you're not in it.
That's so weird.
I always listen to every episode because I just like hearing myself sound like a complete idiot.
So like, give me a random number between 1
Okay,
through
what
60.
episode did I make the Star Ninja cancer joke?
Oh, that was when I started. So I want to say, let's see her. I want to say like episode 70, between 71 and 78.
I
said 75, Bakasumi, my favorite episode I've ever
See?
done.
Are we really gonna... We've gone so far into this
Are we
show.
really gonna get this long?
that we could start a fucking quiz show based on our own bullshit.
Oh yeah, I remember. Episode 75. I did not speak throughout that entire episode because I remember I thought I was the only one that liked the final episode of Drive, and all you guys hated it. But then Lane said that he enjoyed it, so that's the reason why I never talked until that one time.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I love Drive. It's so good.
Cue our stage section.
So this shows shit.
You're
You-
in the minority for that, sir. This was a fantastic episode.
You want to say that again without a jar of Kool-Aid in your face?
It's not Kool-Aid.
I don't care!
Huge case of punch in mouth.
Juice.
He's gonna get a punch in his mouth, alright, if he doesn't stop.
I didn't see that coming.
You've been slapping me all extra.
Alright,
Nice.
yeah, no, I didn't like the episode. I just don't like it.
I just hate.
Okay,
I just hate.
First off, to clarify, so it's not Gemdeus, it's Gamedeus, which makes a lot more sense actually.
And
It's Game God.
uncharacteristically, I am okay with this change,
No,
and I
me too.
immediately accept it.
Whoa. I just saw a flash of lightning through Gar's window. That was freaky.
It's been storming a lot in here, in this area,
I
all
hope the
day.
power doesn't
Thunder!
Oh, gee.
That was thunder.
Chica chica chica!
We have-
Chica 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 chica!
We have displeased our new god, Dan Kurotoshin! We must repent!
How about now? Because I don't like that god.
Are you implying that you would damn that god?
Yeah, so Gar hates my favorite character in the entire show. I hate you.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what he wants to be.
He wants to be god of the video
No,
games!
no, it's like, okay, first he started off as a businessman. Alright, that makes sense. And then he started using, like the dangerous zombie gadget. So much every time he used it, his mind started to go on. Then he died. Okay, that's cool and all.
He died.
And
That's
then
cool.
he came back because Poppy found him. Okay, that's kind of odd on why we're bringing back dead characters. All right, he has his memory back. Okay, why is he doing the most stupidest, fucking annoying shit?
Okay,
Because he is
Gar,
a creative person
I'm
who is
gonna
hung
ex-
up on his own passions and pursuits.
I'm going to explain this for you right now. First off, Dan being a businessman beginning in the show, that was a front. He was
Absolutely.
always insane.
Yeah.
He just
It was
hit it really well.
both,
you can see
both
it-
in context and out of context. He is a good actor.
That episode where he de-henshin from Gemu after getting his ass kicked.
Episode 11.
Like Palad was like, "Oh wow, like look at you" or whatever like that. You're like got your ass kicked.
Oh,
and
no,
he's
that
like,
was episode 7.
and he's like, "Oh, they'll never be able to defeat my genius, my awesome talent," and like, yeah, he's always crazy. Yes, I agree with you. As he turned to Dangerous Zombie, every time he kept using it, he'd go more and more
Yeah,
batshit
he was
crazy.
Super insane from the beginning.
Reviving as Shindan Kuroto, that was actually apparently a plan he had for himself. He just was surprised it actually worked and got executed because he expected someone to find the origin gadget for some reason. And then, yeah, now he's just like, I just want to get my game back and my company back. That's what he wants. He doesn't want his dad being a part of it anymore.
And that comes to problem number 2.
Oh, Masamune?
Yeah.
Well, good news, Gar! He doesn't exist anymore.
Well,
Gamedeus
no.
sucked him up and absorbed himself with Masamune, and they formed an entirely new being.
For all my role play friends, Masamune is basically that new member that joins the role play session and makes everything about him so in which we have to focus the story around his
I have the
character.
power to have all the powers I want.
No, that's God modding.
I wish for a million wishes! Oh, come on, you know that doesn't actually work.
Just
So here's the thing. Everyone gets infected by Gamedeus at the start of the episode, and they do that weird thing where they start later and then flash back to what happened
Yeah,
at
I
the end of
actually
the
thought
episode.
for a second that I accidentally missed an episode.
I really fucking hate when they do that. I've said that
What?
every time it happens, and I'll say it every other time it happens.
It was like, wait, when did this happen? And then I realized, oh yeah, they're doing
It's completely unnecessary,
Keep starting
especially
it.
since the loop is like closed and completed in 5 minutes.
beginning in situ.
Eh.
Sorry, that was really pretentious.
So,
Sorry.
at first I was thinking, like, what the fuck did they expect when they summoned Gamedeus? For him to play nice and die like an obedient little dog? But apparently Masamune reprogrammed him to immediately infect everyone fucking everywhere.
Yeah, because, like, you even see Dan, like, freaking out, going, like, he shouldn't be this fucking powerful. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, he's not acting how he's supposed to be.
And we can see over the course of the episode that Masamune is slowly adapting what is clearly a Dan family inherited trait.
Yeah, like...
sanity.
Yeah, you
yeah,
see
I
him,
was
like...
actually thinking, like, oh, he's starting to act like his son. I know.
Oh,
what
you caught me monologuing! You got me monologuing!
No, just at that point where he like absorbs Gamedeus.
Gamedeus.
I don't give a shit of this. I don't give a shit about this.
Done with this?
Done with this. It's just, it's like, oh, great. You know who the real villain? Like, he even calls himself, he's like, I'm the true villain of the game. It's like, you know who the real villain of the show should have been?
Who?
Should have blown everybody's mind?
Dr. Kagami.
Hinata.
That would have been neat.
Yes, you know, the director of CR. Like, oh, you think I was the good guy? No,
They did that with Dan.
No, yeah, but
that is kind of
Dan
exactly
was
what they did
already
with
part of Gem Corporation. Them trusting their actual boss. Dan was his own thing.
Eh.
It would have been
That
so
would have
much
been interesting.
cooler.
That would have
Dan
been
is
interesting.
indefinable.
That
He's
Hinata
everything.
just backstabs everyone in the end.
I really love how, like, when Gamedeus shows up and, like, Exade and Paradox show up to fight him, Exade actually makes a point to say, this is the final battle. Meanwhile, I'm just here looking at the watch on my hand that doesn't exist. Yeah, what episode is this? 42? Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, we only got 2 episodes left.
That's not the
Well,
point.
it's because XA thought this was going to be the final.
No, I know, but just like, I'm sure everyone watching thought the same thing. But here's the weird part. Apparently, Muteki Gamer, which is the thing that was designed to beat Cronus, which is designed to be the thing to beat Gamedeus, wasn't able to beat Gamedeus by itself. What kind of weird power transference is
Yeah,
that?
that was
No,
sort
but-
of strange.
Better question is, why didn't he just go level 99 and then, you know, reformat Gamedeus' data?
Here's the thing. Gamedeus is a stronger virus than they've ever had to deal with, because he's now fully released. I made a point of thinking about that, because remember when Graphite tried to stop Cronus' paws by infecting his driver with the Gamedeus virus? And it worked. But the problem is the level 0 powers that Laser Turbo had were able to negate it. But now that Gamedeus is fully materialized and modified by Masamune, level 0's powers are no longer able to suppress it. And Genmu makes a point to mention that during the experiments. So Gamedeus' virus has evolved beyond anybody's control. Until Dr. Mighty.
Alright, then why didn't they just, you know, toss the mech at him, self-destruct? Maybe that would work.
Because then we lose a valuable power.
That's true.
And also he needs the maximum gashet in order to go Muteki.
No, I'm not talking about the Gasha itself. I mean the actual mech
Oh, well.
of 99. Because we've seen him jump out of it before. Why not just jump out of it, toss it, fire a shot at it of like reprogrammed data? That would have been cooler. Instead of, hey, new Gashet.
I have no idea whether or not that would be interesting or like if that would work. I'd like to see it, but I feel like A, no one is smart enough to think of that, and B, it wouldn't really have any sort of effect.
But at least with the characters, they'd be like, we could try.
Sure, and you know what? I will agree with a lot of people that the pacing on this is ridiculously rushed. This is the character that has been built up over the course of the last
9 episodes.
10, maybe 20 episodes.
No,
The boss
it's 9 episodes.
he's the boss of Kamen Rider Chronicle, and he's swept under the rug in a single episode.
Ooh.
And you know you know why that is? Because of Exade having less episodes. If the Exade were able to have a full 50 episode run, we could have spent the last 10 episodes on Gemdeus.
I just don't like the concept of Gamedeus. It's like, if you're gonna have something like that, make it that so he's throughout the entire show. Don't just shoehorn him in right when Cronus shows up.
Okay, and then this episode, we got rid of him, and Masamune and him fused into this new being.
So we didn't get rid of him. He just got absorbed.
Technically, we did.
I kind of
They
like...
became something different. Didn't they?
Yeah.
Together.
I like the idea that Gamedeus was able to channel the skills of all the other Bugsters. Like, we see him use Kaiden's swordplay and Alhambra's ruin magic and Graphite's Guden Bakuryuken. That was cool. I feel like if we had more time for them to fight Gamedeus, we could have seen him use all the other abilities, including, you know, motors. His secret, most awesome ability to have a bike and be annoying.
See, that's another thing.
The bike
It's
is
like
annoying.
And Salty's ability to make terrible puns.
Don't they all have that ability?
that's another thing as well. It's like, what's Gamedeus' power? Oh, he has everybody else's powers.
I have the power to have all the powers I want.
That's kind of lame. You're supposed to be this big bad.
It's the Cartman Bugster.
Like you're supposed to be like this big bad, but you just have everybody else's powers.
Yep.
You're not that special.
Okay, Gar, you also have to think about it. This is
Oh
a
my
video
God.
game themed show.
Oh my
you gotta
God,
stop thinking about this as a traditional
So he's
Rider
sort of like
series.
a boss rush.
I know who he
game
is.
themed.
I know who Gamedeus is.
Who?
It's you, Yevon, from FF10.
Okay.
The final boss battle was literally just him summoning evil versions of all the summons.
See, I was thinking more like he's like a boss rush, but in one character.
Basically.
It's sort of like the does anybody mind Binding of Isaac spoilers?
No.
There's a story in that game?
Sort of, but it's more like the true final boss.
If you care, zoom ahead 2
Yeah,
minutes.
sorry everyone. 2 minutes. No.
I don't know.
The true final boss of that game is Delirium, and all it doesn't have any attacks of its own really. All it does is summon faster versions of every boss you've fought so far.
Jesus.
So, and also teleport around wildly.
Okay.
But that's basically the same. People made the exact same complaints Gar just did. They said it was lazy and stupid and everything.
Okay.
Another problem.
Well, oh.
Sorry, everyone.
Just-
Can I just want to mention that we finally got what I would call a good, satisfying laser turbo henshin when he was in the CR office. I liked it.
Biggest problem, just biggest problem that this episode had. Why is it just Emu and Palad after Gamedeus?
Because
They
Hero
came
and
too
Taiga are
far.
taking care of the people that are dying.
Gee, it's not like we have, other doctors.
No, but they're
There
the
were
best.
a lot of people. They've stretched themselves thin.
Also, Hero and Tiger are the best at what they do.
They know
so
how
they
to
need
deal
the
with
best there.
They know how to deal with the game disease.
No,
Yeah, but it's like,
Emu stated it to Hero like episodes ago. Or no, Hero said to Emu, "You're good at playing the game. I'm good at being a doctor."
Yeah, but
so they're
also-
fulfilling both their roles.
Also, realistically, Brave and Snipe can't really contribute anything against
No,
Gamedeus.
they really
yeah,
can't.
but 4 are better. Like 4 against 1 is 2 against 1. More heads are better than none.
Whatever.
It would have been cool to see everyone at least,
We will in the
And-
battle.
ham on.
And if we'd had more time for Gemdeus' arc to last more than a single episode, we absolutely would have had that. But unfortunately, Toei decided we just don't have the fucking time!
Yeah, because fuck X8.
Whoa. Okay.
The show is kind of taking some missteps in its final episodes because of its lack of a final arc.
The last few, more like the last 10.
Well,
Last 10 episodes have just been...
we can comment
Oh.
on the pacing of the last few episodes once the show's over, but the
okay.
show is kind of
I'm
making me
sorry for
afraid.
all of this negativity, everyone.
I mean, I'm been fine with it. I don't know what.
That's
everyone else
because
is
you've
complaining
been... You've been jerking off X8's dick since...
No,
since
he's
the
been jerking off
scans.
Genmu's dick.
about. No, but I have
I'm
reasons.
just
that-
imagining him doing that. That smug smile.
Critical finish!
It's no, thanks.
Kaishi no Ipatsu!
No.
Kaishi.
Why do I almost imagine him actually freaking too?
I'm
Lame.
sorry.
I mean, I do it in front of my Gemu shrine every night.
Lane.
No, I meant dead.
Whoa!
Oh, sure.
Zip to 0.
Yeah.
0.
No, but
I
okay.
don't even know what to think
As I
or
was
say
saying,
now.
no,
I'm
as I was
sorry.
saying before, I don't see this as just a traditional rider show with a traditional story and everything. This is a video game themed show. It's themed after video games, so Toei's going with the whole video game thing. And like Guard, that's the reason why you don't like this so much, is because it's based around video games, and you're not a big fan of video games.
Lane, Rider series first, motif second. You don't make motif first, then Rider second.
I've enjoyed this show thoroughly. Not as good as Drive.
So you
for
would
me
probably
personally.
hate Sweet Precure then.
I don't mind it.
Have you even seen it?
The new? Wait,
No. I'm talking about the one that was very, very, very heavily music themed and that like permeated everything in it. It's the only series that's really done that with its theme.
Anyways, let's get
Sorry,
to the
everyone.
quick bread and butter of the episode, where it revolved around Kyria and Dan coming up with a plan of, well, it was mainly Kyria, but thinking, okay, we need to think of a way to destroy the Gamedeus virus permanently.
No. It was more like, so asshole, I'm just gonna keep infecting you with this until you actually adapted
No,
to it.
because Kyria had a plan.
He got the idea from Graphite, because the Graphite was infected with Gamedeus for a long time and slowly adapted to it.
And
Yeah,
so
but
he looked at Dan with his 70 lives and went,
Test subject.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
just why? You would have made this episode a bit like just been okay for me about that whole entire thing if Dan made that sacrifice, not Kyria forcing him. Dan just being, I'll do it.
No.
Except that would completely ruin Dan's character.
No, because Dan just thought Kyria was just attacking him.
Dan is not a character that needs a redemption
Just
arc.
if Kyria talked it out with him,
No, absolutely not.
then it would have been fine. But no, it's just straight up fight.
Yeah, because that's in Dan's character. He doesn't give a shit. Like,
They fight because that's how the Bugster virus works.
yeah. So,
It's about combat in video games.
and also, the laser fans were happy because they got to see fucking Kyria kicking Dan's ass.
Oh my god.
Also,
so,
it's not until now that they haven't decided, hey, why don't we try infecting us with Gamedeus virus? That way, if he ever does show up,
Because
we're ready.
there's a reason for that. Because up until now, every use of the Gamedeus virus was suppressed by level 0, whether it was Genmu or it was Laser Turbo. When Cronus, I mentioned this before, when Cronus was infected by Graphite's version of Gemdeus, Laser Turbo suppressed it. So everyone was under the assumption that when Gamedeus showed up, he'd be no problem because two level 0s could take care of him. But clearly that's not the case because Masamune reprogrammed him.
Level zeros are so fucking dumb ideas.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's cool.
I think what I think is interesting is to note the fact that Laser Turbo level 0 clearly has more HP in his gauge than Genmu level 0, because they fight on even ground that whole time, and Kyria not once reaches 0, whereas he's killing Dan over and over.
We at least do find out that with Kyria, he only has one life.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no. That
because,
was only...
because the continue thing is a function of the proto-origin gashet. But yeah, so we get to see Laser Turbo, Proto Sports Bike Gamer level 0, who then spawns the Bike Gamer support machine. So it's Laser with a bike on him riding another bike.
And all the laser fans were creaming.
Yep,
We talked
myself
enough
included.
about creaming today.
No. If he wasn't wearing Proto Shakuriki Sports, it would have been 10 times cooler.
I liked it, but I would like to see that scene without it, because
No,
that is
because
just
there's
laser on
all,
laser.
all the bikes.
Yeah, no, it was just the irony of, hey, I'm a bike form, wearing a bike, riding a bike.
And that scene was hilarious for 2
I was
reasons.
a bike rider.
When he comes at him, Genmu holds his arms out as if to say, "Come at me, bro," for them to finish making the vaccine. And that scene is funny for 2 reasons. Number 1, Dr. Mighty X is clearly based off of Dr. Mario, and another game that's like that is Tetris, so it's like Genmu was making himself into a T-block.
Yeah.
And secondly, Dan is sacrificing himself, so he holds his arms out like he's being crucified.
Oh my god.
Was this the assassination plan?
No, but I love that he thinks just the whole time Kyria is just infecting him just to kill him, and so then Dan's just like, yeah, well, they'll get you too, motherfucker!
I
like,
also
oh, you-
like how the continue pipe can apparently pop out of any surface.
And it can get bigger.
Yeah.
I love they just came out of the wall.
Giggity.
And then, so then Yeah, Kyria whittles Dan down to 4 lives, and then he gets resistant to the virus, and you just see Dan in typical Dan fashion, which I love, just being like, haha, I've like, you know, absorbed the virus, I've suppressed it! Watashi wa fumetsu da! Yeah, you just see...
And also, that's fucking annoying.
I like
Whenever he does something batshit crazy, it goes to the dangerous zombie music. It's like, we get it. He's crazy.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, it's like in Drive, like when Gen would like do shit, and then you just hear the Lego Traveler theme.
So Dan, after getting the vaccine completed, does something I never fucking expected. As a result of their fight, Kyria gets infected with the Gamedeus virus, and Dan cures him. I never fucking expected that.
Because Dan's cool, man.
Which makes it a real fucking dick move when Kyria then puts him back in his Pokeball and hands him over to the Ministry.
I mean, yeah, no,
Well,
like...
if you think of it, Kyria is saving his life because he only has 4 lives left. He can't be that reckless with his lives.
I guess.
Also, Dan has a fucking giant-ass enter button on his keyboard.
Strong enter!
Like, I think that's actually a thing you can
I
get.
want it! I have to have it.
Just so you can go...
Just finished editing an episode. Strong enter!
Yeah, so they create the Dr. Mighty Gadget, and then, they, like, hand it out to,
Deus Ex Machina.
By the way, let's quickly note the fact that since Kyria handed over the Bugglevisor's wide to the Ministry, bye-bye Kamen Rider Poppy.
Yeah. Well,
Goodbye.
Well, they gave him back afterwards, so I guess they returned this wide.
So, like, what...
Goodbye, form that you were completely useless except for a few episodes.
Okay, it was for fan service.
The fact
Anyways.
that she's useless is irrelevant.
No, Kamen Rider Poppy itself.
No, I know.
It's so.
The fact that it's irrelevant is useless. I'd still like to see more of
No,
it.
the point of it, it's just, they could have done so much more with it.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
But whatever. I liked what we had with it.
Unfortunately, Toei will eternally have a stick up their ass about female heroes.
No, they'll just have a stick up their ass when they ever need to write a fucking episode.
I think it's
You're
just...
salty today.
No, Discard doesn't like X8 at all. Like, I'm disappointed, honestly. Anyways, yeah, so when I watched the Raw and I saw them, like, hand over Dan, at first I was, like, extremely upset because I was like, oh, so they're just getting rid of him now for the rest of the series. Like, that kind of sucks. But then we watched it subbed and it was like, okay, we will let you have him, but keep him... No, he is not to fucking leave at all unless we give you permission to, like, let him do shit.
Oh look, the Civil War.
In one fill-up episode, Poppy lost both her belt and her room.
So at first, I was mad, but now I'm not because A, he can still be in the rest of the show, like the last few episodes, which I'm happy about. But also, it's understandable why they're giving him such restrictions and imprisoning him because, you know,
he's a criminal.
He still did bad shit, which I'm totally... Yes, he did.
He is technically a bioterrorist.
Yes!
That is true.
My god.
Remember, that was the word they used back when, in the 10s.
So then, like, Emu goes to, like, ask him something, and he's just like, oh, Shin Kuroto, and it's like, no, I have, like... thrown out the name Shin Den Kuroto. I am now Den Kuroto Shinda!
And just a banner
And I was like, where did you put that up?
Maybe he had decided already on changing it. But
That has to be it.
That has to be it. Like, he maybe put it up after he made Dr. Mighty.
No, I just imagine during. Like, he's pounding away at the keyboard and then just, like, leans over, scribbles it, quickly puts it up while no one's looking.
Oh, man.
That's gonna pay off later.
And you just see him standing there, just like at the edge of the screen, just being like, yep, that's me!
Worship me, bitches.
Yep.
Rick, why is there a needle from the ceiling that's tied to a pair of scissors that's tied to an egg timer 10 minutes after we left for the counseling meeting?
No reason.
That has nothing to do with me being a pickle Morty.
Oh, Pickle Rick, you're a gem.
So
yeah.
Dr. Mighty Double X.
Deus Ex fucking Machina bullshit.
No, it's cool that they were able to, like, I liked it. because Dan and Kiria are both very, very smart people, so combining their talents together created a cure for a virus.
I feel like if the Gemdeus arc had had time to run its course, this is what they would have arrived at eventually. So I'm okay with the result. I just don't like that it was one episode.
You've been mentioning, oh, X-Aid's more focused on gaming thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If they were real gamers, they would figure out a way, like, you know, trying to beat the final boss without Deus Ex Machina.
No.
Are you implying that video games don't have Deus Ex Machina?
Okay, first
No,
off...
I'm implying that if they were if Emu and Plod were true gamers, they would figure out a way to beat them before using that.
They were doing their best.
As much as I hate to be a parent, I feel like that would have been something along the middle point of what would have been a proper Gemdeus arc.
Also, they didn't know Kiria was actually trying to do that, and so
they were just straight up fighting him.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, cool! You thought guys love a thing?
Hey,
Awesome."
cool plot device.
Yeah.
Literally.
Can we just move on to Kyuranger now?
So Masamune shows up, and in what I never expected, he just turns around and smashes Gemdeus, and then the
like
two of them
lock
do
up
that,
Rider Kick.
and then they fuse together.
Yeah.
I love it too. Like we just see him just like screaming and just going like ah.
Those were
And
actually
those
were actually chilling screams.
Yeah, and like praise Masamune's actor. Like great fucking
Would
job.
have been cooler if everybody was there, but okay.
Yeah. So Kiria gets accepted into CR officially because I guess he wasn't before.
And he gets a doctor's coat.
Alright.
That was adorable.
And it's not like that could have went until, like, you know, the credits of the show. Just saying.
Yeah. And so yeah, now we got Gamedeus Cronus, and actually sounds really cool. It sounds like a Greek name or something.
And
I am Gamedeus Cronus.
And I took a close look at the preview shots from next week. Taiga becomes Cronus using the Gamer Driver and 2 Chronicle gadgets.
Yeah.
While Gamedeus Cronus already has his.
Yeah.
So he's using Nico's and a third one out of nowhere in the Gamer Driver, becoming Cronus, to fight Gamedeus Cronus, instead of getting a proper final form.
No, that's what I was about to say. You want a new form for Taiga? There you go.
No!
That's great. I'm interested to see that's going to come of that. So,
Dr. Kagami should be Cronus. Fuck it.
In terms of Gamedeus Cronus' design, I like it. I like the eyes. The eyes are fucking awesome. They're so cool.
It is, but
it's a cool design.
I feel like a lot of the fandom wanted Nico to become Cronus because that is the logical progression
Honestly,
of the
that
ride
would have
player.
made sense, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That would have made a lot more sense. But no, like, again, Taiga wants to be the hero. He wants to be the only one who's responsible for this. So.
She would have called herself Kamen Rider Cronus.
Oh my gosh.
Can that be the thumbnail for the episode?
I wish you weren't like
just
right there.
Cronus with Rider player Nico's face. Just the hat. You have to add the hat, and that's it. Oh.
I'll just write Cronus.
But alright, on to Kyuranger, Yoshiaki! Alright, so yeah, Kyuranger episode 24. This was good. I enjoyed it. What's our Yoshiaki counter at?
So, there were actually 5 Yoshiluckys this week, which brings our total up to 221.
There we go.
I like to call this episode the Preparation H episode because it made this asshole a little gentler.
Oh my god.
Oh, high five. That was actually really good.
That was amazing, actually, yeah.
Good joke.
Kyuranger.
Preparation H, it's a thing you use for your ass.
That's the most broad description. Like, that could refer to so many things.
Hey, everyone. If you go see the Kyuranger movie, you'll get Kyuranger licenses. Look, I made one for everyone. Look, here's all 12 of them. Go watch the movie.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause I was...
Every summer movie has a promotional item, and they always get promoted in the series.
Actually, when they showed up, I was wondering, is that the thing you get when you see the movie?
Remember Chase's license and Drive?
Yeah, in Kamen Rider Drive, Chase got his license, and then he's like, "Look at me, I got a license!" And then fucking Shinosuke's like, "Yeah, I got my license. Go see the movie."
It has the drive emblem on it for some reason, even though it's technically their legal driver's license.
Give me a license.
Anyways.
I love Kotaro gives one to Rampo, and Rampo's just like,
Oh yeah, I
he's
forgot
like-
we had those.
Yeah, Rampo's like, ooh,
I get one.
I'm a Kyuranger.
Also, interesting to note, looking at these licenses, we finally have confirmed spellings.
And it's Naga Ray
So
with
it's
a Y.
Shore Rampo.
Show Ranpo we knew from the shirt.
Yeah, Naga Ray with a Y.
Nagaray is Nagaray, and Hammy is Hammie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's-
how they've always been
Yeah,
spelled.
Annie.
No, I've seen all kinds of different spelling.
The
Like
only difference with Naga is that I've seen it spelt with 2 A's.
No, Nagaray, people thought it was REI. And then with Hammy, some people were saying HAME, some people were saying HAMMY.
Whatever.
But no, it's HAMMIE and NAGARAY.
Some people.
So Spawn and Raptor get the shaft again in this episode because Tsurugi's like, I need you to go do something for me. So go do
This
that.
whole episode, like, when everyone got eaten and, like, only the 3 of them were left, I'm just like, where the fuck did Spawn and Raptor go?
Off planet.
Off planet.
Which we didn't find out until the end of the episode.
Yeah, 'cause-
that was
Yeah,
annoying.
It made it seem like they were just being jerks, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was okay. We got.
I feel like this is gonna be Spada's and Raptor's thing from now on. They're just gonna be Tsurugi's partners.
That's a shame.
Like
I don't
that's
like
that's their new character trope.
I mean, at least
I know you like Spada.
I love Spada with passion.
At least it'll allow for more chances to explore the Spada X Raptor ship, which I totally support.
Oh God, that's what it is too. That's why. Spada.
Raptor.
Spada.
Raptor.
So like Lucky still is just like kind of being a little sour about Tsurugi. He's just,
Rightly
like,
so.
Yeah,
Look
no,
at what
I agree with
Blaze
them.
said.
I'm just like you're a piece of shit. So, but we get some. No,
Blaze in our Discord chat says, if Spada X Raptor is a couple, Raptor's getting the shaft in more ways than one.
ooh.
I support this!
God's sake.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you have Lucky by himself. Garu and Hammy are usually teamed up together.
Are you trying to ship them?
No, Stinger, Champ, and
Kotaro.
yeah, and Kotaro are together. Balance and Naga because their feet they've always been partners.
Uh-huh.
Sholampo's always by himself. Raptor, Spada, and Tsurugi. The Kyurangers are literally separated into partners. Aside from Lucky and Sholampo. But if you really think of it, you can slap them together.
Yeah, because Lucky and Rampo will work really well together.
The show is literally trying to force people into teams.
I just
with
like-
Well,
this.
there's so many of them that they kind of have to subgroup them.
I just love how we are absolutely continuing to ignore the Q energy bullshit because Shorampo's like, fuck it, everyone go!
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are points when it should happen. There are points when it doesn't happen. At this point, why does it even exist? Or maybe, no, a simple line could be like this: oh, since we've been taking out more and more governors, more of us can go down.
Which, you know what? I would agree with you if they fucking say it.
Yeah,
So, the monster of the
a
week...
simple line can go such a far way.
So, the monster of the week, Monsieur Gabbler, a.k.a. a fucking predator.
He does look
Yeah.
like a predator.
Either that or
That's
he has
awesome.
Muteki's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Predator.
Also, what was it?
Robotnik dildo.
Robotnik.
Yeah, Robot
Robotnik.
Dick is back.
Tetsu.
Yeah, Robotnik's gonna touch you.
And where he was
That
cool
was
this
the-
episode, but then there was one teeny tiny problem that I have with him
Mhm.
later on. Alright, so I'm just gonna skip straight to Kyutama-jin.
A.k.a.
It's-
Disaster Resort.
It's
Yeah, why was it
cool.
only piloted by 2 of them?
Yeah, I think
That was so
I think they're all gonna pilot it next
Yeah.
to get the full power of
Although
it.
that's gonna be really weird when the 4 or 8 of them are in the limbs, and then the guys in the arms are just going whoa as the arms are flying around.
Okay.
Whoa!
And that's one of my problems with it. The hands.
You mean the fucking rocket boosts?
Okay, I understand. We have to
Where'd
combine.
my hands
no,
go?
we have to combine toys together.
Was it really so hard to just stick a fist inside that toy?
Wouldn't it make more sense?
I
to
phrased
have
that poorly.
To,
Yeah, I
to
would-
put the rocket. Wouldn't it
The rocket booster hand.
make more sense to put the rocket thrusters on the back for jetpack.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think they kind of wrote themselves in a corner with the Zord design.
You know what? That's the toy department's fault.
AKA designed with a Z.
Yeah, that's the designer's fault. I'm not going to blame them that much. But here's my problem with Robot Dick in this episode.
I just want him to like lean forward and like recoil his head inside and then fire it out.
Oh my
Like
god.
a fucking pinball.
It's like, okay, so what's the governor's name again? Gabbler.
Gabbler.
Yeah, okay.
What a fucking
So
dumb name.
So Gabbler grows,
Gabba Gabba hey!
and then the governor grows, but then the governor doesn't do anything to fight.
Oh, you mean Gabbler and then Tetsu grow?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
why did Tetsu need to grow?
I don't know.
Because
He escapes in the end, so there was no point for him growing. Oh, but without him, they couldn't have transformed in Kyuranger. Again, a simple line could have been from Gabbler. Oh, like, since I'm the right-hand man of the governor, I'm just as strong as him.
You're
And then they
using
all
the wrong
combine.
phrase here. Tetsu's rank is Vice Shogun. He is the quote-unquote governor, which is the Daikon rank.
But he
Tetsu
was
was
like,
the Vice Shogun.
Gabbler was his right-hand man, as they mentioned in the
Sure,
episode.
which is fine. Whatever.
Yeah, we got more into Tsurugi's past, which was interesting. We got to meet like one of his allies.
Cuervo from the Karasu system, which
He's
is
a
Crow.
bird.
The little crow guy.
Birdman!
I liked him though.
He was cool.
Until he blew up.
I wonder if
He
you
needs
knew
to-
Dan.
He needs to be another.
Not the Dan you're thinking of. For all those that got the Jetman reference, you're welcome.
Jet Dan.
You're welcome.
Where the hell was I going with this?
guy.
Oh, so like I'm usually a big fan of like the monsters that straight up eat rangers, but this one took it a little far.
Started
Like,
sucking
With the
their
blood,
out.
it's like,
Like-
I'm gonna turn you into my blood.
Like seeing them inside it, like getting their blood sucked out, and seeing their fucking worn out faces. That was a little scary for a kid show.
To me, it looked like that they were more tired than like blood sucked.
It straight up said that
But
they were getting
like
anemic.
it for-
no, I find it hilarious that Champ and Balance is like, oh, I don't feel tired. Champ is like, we're robots.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Except later it started sucking their energy anyways, and Balance had sad eyes, and I was like, oh no!
It's like that's the second time they've made that joke. Like when they're going towards the sun. Oh man, it's getting so hot. Wait, I'm a robot. It doesn't
I'm okay
affect
then.
me. Yeah, it's like we get it. You're robots.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done
The
without that
balance
joke and just had it be sucking their
Balance
energy.
is just trying to fit in.
Balance is great.
By
I want
by
an episode-
also dying?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I want an episode where Balance becomes a human for an
Oh my
episode.
god, or like a V Cinema
Yeah.
episode of Balance.
where he
just
realizes
so he pulls a chase.
no, where he actually realizes the consequences of like how his other teammates like.
Sounds more like that
do-
episode of Futurama where Bender becomes human.
Yeah.
Oh,
Woo!
Yeah.
but he just says woo. No, that's
They're
escaping
escaping
from
the
the
folds of
fat.
his fat.
Oh, my tennis seems to be gone. Oh, never mind, it just moved. Not getting really good reception with it though. Maybe if I wiggle it around a little.
Stop
No,
making
Bender, don't make God cry.
Yes.
Woo.
So
Oh
like,
yeah, Balance is a mechanical life form, not a robot.
Right. Yeah.
so like
We
when
keep- we keep
Tetsu's like
forgetting that.
about to like fight
What?
like Lucky and Tsurugi, or like he's about to defeat Tsurugi and Lucky, or whatever like that. Just Rompo just like shoots them with the Ryu Voyager, and I was just like, yes, that's totally something Rompo would do.
That was funny.
It was fucking great.
Just-
So
there was something funny that I wanted to
Oh,
mention.
go ahead.
When Lucky and Tsurugi finally team up and fight Gabbler before they go into their Voyagers, Cell was in the room with me. I was watching it on the couch. He was playing a game on the PS4. He turns his head. He's like, wait, there are two Red Rangers? I'm like, yeah, one's from the past. Why does he look like Magi Red? Because it's a Magi Ranger reference.
Because he's a phoenix.
He's Magi Red and Time Fire.
Yeah.
Has
And
he
then-
not,
and
has
then
he not
he's-
seen Time
No,
Force?
and then he sees Champ. He's like, wait, didn't he die? I'm like, yeah, but
He
he
got
came
better.
back.
He got better.
And I told him it's like, and I just explained to him about what's been going on. He's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
What I thought was really funny was Lucky and Tsurugi fighting over who gets to be the tank.
oh yeah, it's like, I'll be the shield, I'll be the shield. Wait, ow! All right, you fuckers take the governor. I got him.
I liked
They
when,
just shoot him.
I liked when Tsurugi, like, they're fighting him in Kyuranger, and, like, they're about to do their final attack, whatever, and Tetsu just takes Gabbler and, like, uses him as a shield, and Tsurugi's like, wow, you're using your minion as a shield, that's so bad taste, poor taste, and Lucky's like, fuck you!
You can't say that.
You can't say that, you fucking hypocritical prick!
That was great.
He's not quite that aggressive.
So yeah, then, like, there's, like, a thing where, like,
Oh yeah, we got the new.
Lucky's like, I'll be your shield, but I'll be a shield who fights. And Tsurugi's like, intriguing. I like that. And then, like, he's like, yeah, I guess I can be a savior. And then Rampo's like, I'm also a savior.
I'm here too.
What
So yeah,
about Zoidberg?
we look for the next MacGuffin, the Q-Town MacGuffin.
The Tokay Q
Well, let's
Town.
see. Go back in
go to
time,
the
yeah.
past.
To
Well,
kill
no,
the
it's just
shitty
a
villains
time.
that suck
Time
ass.
travel.
He's gonna take you back to the past.
And of
This
course,
Q-Town will
and of
take
course,
you
the
back
planet
to
name
your
has to be a
past.
pun. It's Planet Talkie.
To fight the governors that suck ass, he'd rather have.
The way the fucking
This
monster
Q-Town.
designs go, there might actually be one that
What's
sucks
the
ass.
name of that planet again from the movie? Or from the V Cinema?
Sneevy? Sleevy?
Planet Schneebly? Yeah.
What?
Schneebly.
I forget. The
There's
planet from episode Stinger.
Yeah, Planet
It's
Schneebly.
called something really
Oh,
dumb.
yeah.
Bleakly.
Sleevey.
The Planet Sleevy.
I want
Yeah.
Yes.
I want an episode where they go to Planet Bleakly, and it's just Bleakly from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh!
Oh!
Is it time?
So
That's actually like Mickey
so
Mouse.
yeah, Tsurugi gets a license, and he's like, just because I'm older than you guys, you can just call me Tsurugi. It's all good.
I'm still gonna call you better Red Ranger.
Can I
So next week it's about Kotaro's mom. Like
Because-
that's fucking random.
No,
Well,
it's
we have
And
to-
Virgo Garu again!
No, okay.
Yeah, Kotaro's there, so.
Next week they have to go to this planet and they have to face their fears, in which
Or they face their past.
Kotaro's
they have to face their past.
And Kotaro's greatest fear is telling his mom that he lost Jiro.
No, his
Oh,
greatest
no.
fear is losing his mom. His mom is dead.
Probably already dead.
Because next week is the Dawn Festival. You know, where Japan celebrates their dead ancestors.
Oh god, it's that Zuoja episode!
Yeah,
it's
so
the
weird.
Zuoja.
Which was also about a dead mom!
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it actually lined up, but you're right. It does.
Same episode number.
Cool.
Fucked up.
So, we can expect a dead mom episode from every Ranger
And,
series going
and
forward.
then I got the shocking thing. Like you should have seen me.
The movie?
Like, so in the movie we just see Rampo die.
Get
like
fucking
literally die.
executed.
And I was watching this in Tim Hortons,
He
just
probably
finishing my
comes back.
breakfast. No, of course he does.
Big quotation.
No, but still, seeing him just get impaled with a blast, I was like, oh god!
I'm so sorry I missed that.
No.
Yeah,
They're
that
gonna-
was a little bit.
No, they're gonna pull a G.I. Joe the movie. He's in a coma.
And only the MacGuffin of
No,
this movie can wake
it's
him
just
up.
this. He's in a coma. Hey guys, Show Lapo's back. Yeah.
Show
Credits.
Rumple!
Pretty much.
Yeah!
Well, no. Well, we see that Show joins them in the final fight.
Yeah.
It's like in the room when fucking they find Tommy Wiseau dead. Is he dead?
Yeah.
No, he's sleeping. Oh, some people.
Alright, so let's get into our feature topic.
Featured topic.
Well, Kamen Rider Ghost, I didn't think you had it in you, but my god, did you!
That was such a cool movie.
So, we are talking about the Kamen Rider Specter V Cinema and...
Kamen Rider Ghost Rebirth. Kamen Rider Specter.
Okay, thank you.
I just love how when the logo of the movie shows up, it's just tucked away in a corner.
Was
Yeah.
it Power Rangers?
Forget the fact that this is Kamen Rider Ghost. Just pay attention to the cool guys.
No, it's like in Batman v Superman. The title's just in the same spot as well. Just Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Blu-ray, Batman v Superman, Dawn
You
of
know
Justice.
what you're here to watch.
Ultimate
Let's just
Edition.
get it out of the way.
Just
But
You're here to watch a better movie.
That creepy
Wow.
fucking song.
oh my, okay.
It was
About
really
this
setting
song.
the-
I had enough of this shit in Amazons. I didn't need more.
No. So this song, like I'm watching the beginning of this movie and I'm just like, okay, this is fucking weird. And it's like the scientist dude, and he's on like what I'm gonna assume is an icon.
It's another Death Star!
Yeah, it's an icon Death Star.
We already have the Death Star happening in the fucking
With
Kyuranger
all-
movie.
with
Did we
all
need
his-
another one?
With all his egg references, it seemed more like
And
a
if you
death
actually,
egg.
actually listen to the lyrics, it's really creepy. It's
Oh,
about
yeah.
like breaking an egg and draining your blood and shit like that.
Yeah, but it makes sense when you know what
Well,
they
no,
about.
the song's actually supposed to be like, you know.
No, it's about him.
It's about well, it's also about like for pun's sake, it's about like cooking an egg
Well,
probably.
no, it's just not.
You drain your blood into it?
That was a song.
I'm sorry.
It probably means the yolk.
Nothing will beat.
No, he said blood.
Okay, but I'm saying it's also about cooking an egg.
Nothing will beat when Lord Zed sang "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" in Japanese. Just Kida Kida.
Oh, you said Lord Zed, and I thought you meant the one from
Emperor
Morphin.
Zed.
Yeah,
Emperor
I'm
Zet.
sorry.
Zeto.
But no, as I heard him keep singing this song, I actually started liking it a lot. And every time he sang it, I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Like I
Creepy
like.
songs
No,
are
it was
good.
creepy and unnerving.
So his name is Danton, and like, honestly, he was a cool villain, and like, we learned a lot of shit. We got a lot of questions answered.
So let's go ahead and get out of the way what was the biggest
Yeah,
plot bomb
and it was
drop.
so
Not
cool.
even anything about Makoto himself, but remember the Shadow Makotos that we
Yeah.
were talking about the entire run of Ghost and how they
wondering
were
what the
never
hell they were,
properly
yeah.
explained? This movie explained them convincingly, canonically, and with an airtight alibi for everything. Oh my god! So let's get into the meat of it. We basically find out that Makoto is an artificial human. A
And
test
canon.
tube baby.
And canon.
And canon.
Yeah.
And it's canon.
His canon's in
Yep.
it.
And it explains a lot.
And apparently his real name is Rio.
And I'm just gonna like, wow, Makoto's reaction to finding this information out was so good
And so
real.
It breaks him.
Like you have
Yeah.
a scene of him in the rain, just on the ground, just rolling, hands in his like face
Yeah,
in
like
his
just-
hands, and just
writhing
freaking
around.
out, being like, "What the fuck am I?"
Writhing around in the plot rain.
Yeah, and just
Where
like,
am I?
yeah, what am I? Like, is my entire life just nothing? Like, just, oh my god, it was so good.
Makoto wants to be a real boy!
What is it,
Like, that's what Blaze says.
I wasn't born. I was created.
What's that from?
All
Mewtwo.
Yeah, all I could think
yeah.
about was Mewtwo the whole time.
Oh my god, Makoto's Mewtwo!
Wait, you guys didn't think
No,
that?
Dark
No.
Club Zero is Mewtwo. We dreamed of making the world's most powerful
So-
robot, and we succeeded.
So maybe it's just me, but were there clouds in the red sky at all at any point?
Yeah.
I think there were,
Yeah,
because in the
there were.
opening it shows clouds.
Because
yeah.
when I was watching it, I didn't notice that, and then like the plot rain starts up, and I'm like, "There's no proper atmosphere. Are there clouds?"
How's
Yeah,
there rain
actually,
if there's no proper atmosphere?
You also said that it explains how Makoto and Kanon could breathe in the Ganma world that entire time they were stuck there.
I
Because
love-
they were created for that.
Yeah,
atmosphere.
because as Danton says, Makoto and Canon, well, less Canon, but they were the perfection of Danton's human evolution experiments. So they were the perfection that he desired, which he was going to pass on to his followers. So he was able to survive in the Ganma world with the corrupted atmosphere without any breathing problems. But as we can see, everyone else in the Ganma world who's now in their own human bodies requires
need,
these
like,
little
patch.
breathing patches with the word Shiki on them. And apparently
Creepy.
Alan has just decided to put them into minimum wage labor camps
Making takoyaki.
making takoyaki.
Can I just say, I think the funniest note I'm seeing on these notes right now is just, meanwhile in Gamma Land, which still sucks.
Yeah,
Wait, where is that?
the top one.
I have done something I think everyone in the world will appreciate. I've colorized the sky.
Or I'm going to. Sit tight, it'll happen tomorrow.
Did we mention that Akari and Igor are working together and Igor's
Oh
wearing
my
a Hawaiian
God.
And I
shirt?
think almost at one point, like, it was, like, at first, like, Akari was about to slap Igor for something, but then she doesn't, and then you just see Igor, like, pointing towards his face, going like, no, slap me! Slap me!
He's become a masochist. He wants it now. It's really fucked up. But what's really fucked up is just the fact that they're working together. Like, he popped up from behind the machine, and I actually shrieked out of shock.
No, me too. I was like, oh, right, you survived all of this. I forgot.
I love him, so I'm so glad to see him again.
Is it that odd to see, the scientist characters working together?
No, not at all.
Are you making that assumption just because the scientists... They
No.
hated each other all show.
No, they were both scientists, so
Yeah.
they rivaled. Like, it was a rivalry, not hate.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them working together
Except-
for the same cause.
Except for the part where Igor was trying to murder them.
Yeah, there was that part as well.
No, but
they try to ignore that a lot with Elaine in this movie.
But at one point in the series,
I'm sorry.
Akari did praise Igor for his intelligence, and Igor did the same with her.
Sure.
Um,
Can we just mention that Akari, like, her new hairstyle is so awesome, and she's, like, leveled up to, like, Rina and Midori level of the Rider Scientist with that hairstyle now?
also, she's just, like, pretty. I've
Yeah.
always found Akari super pretty.
She makes the hairstyle work.
Now, Gar, I know I'm gonna seem very hypocritical for saying this, but, like, I hated every time Igor was just like, ooh, you need my super talented genius! Like, that was annoying hearing that from him.
In this movie, it did kind of get stale immediately.
Yeah.
I feel like Igor ran his course in the show.
He was wearing overalls.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, no, every time, like, Igor would say something, he would mention about how fucking amazingly awesome and smart
Well, he is pretty amazing and awesome.
Igor got really lame towards the end.
Except for that part where he let Danton steal the blue crystal.
That was clever, though.
Yeah.
No, you know what that scene reminded me of? When Danton appeared with Akari and Jen.
And just tells them how to fix the machine?
Yeah.
Fix.
How to fix the Sky Fixer 7?
It reminded me
I'm calling it the Sky Fixer.
Back to the Future Part 2, where future Doc Brown bumps into 1955 Doc Brown. They're just chit-chatting about bringing Marty back in time, but past Doc never realizes it's him from the future.
Yeah.
What are you working on? Working on some weather experiment. Oh, it's gonna strike lightning at 10, right? Yeah, I know.
Before we move further in the movie, one of the early shots of Alan and Makoto, like, just standing there and talking, and they're talking about, like, so many people have died for my ideals. Immediate cut to the grave in front of them.
Holy shit!
And my brain just went, so many have died for my ideals. I just shot them up at the sky hoping it would turn blue, but it didn't work. They just fell back down. And that's why the people don't like Alan.
That's terrible. Yeah, like, even some kid is just like, you're just thinking of something that's never gonna happen. Like, stop trying to make sky blue happen, alright? It's not gonna happen.
Hashtag not my president. Hashtag make Ganma Land great again. Hashtag not my emperor.
China.
So this is China, huh? What a dump.
And speaking of interesting fates of former villains, oh my god, Javert is the new Onari, and Onari is the new Shotaro.
Yeah, like, Onari's trying to pull, like, some Nabashin type of shit.
I love it! I don't know anything about Nabashin, but I love it!
I thought it was weird, but I'm glad Takaru, like, sort of explained it. He's like, oh, him and Javert just kind of had, like, had a fight.
There was an incident with Javert, which they never explain, and that bugs me. I want to know what the incident was.
I think they were just like, Onari wasn't taking his job seriously anymore, and Javert was taking his job too serious, so he was just like,
I guess,
get the fuck out. Or something. But yeah, Takaru wasn't in this movie that much. He didn't even transform, not once.
And the one time we thought he was going to fight Chloe, they just cut away, and when they come back, he still hasn't hinged.
No, and then there was the other time where, like, they first encounter her, and, like, Alan transforms, and, like, he's sort of trying to, but, like, he keeps getting, like, pushed back where he can.
I love that scene, because Danton stands up there and makes his speech about, like, I'm going to save this version of humanity, come with me. and Alan immediately decides, I disagree with your politics. Let's resort to fucking violence!
Yeah, let's have a fight.
You guys do know why Tiger didn't hinge in for this.
Because this is not Ghost, it is Specter the movie.
No.
No, what was the actual reason?
Hey, Takaiwa, can you come back? I can only come back as Gyro. I'm too busy with X-Aid.
Yeah, can we, like,
They just killed
Gyro
him
is
off.
dead, like, perma-dead. Very, very actually dead and didn't come back.
Like he splattered
He's
blood
dead,
and everything.
Chip.
Danton
No.
ate him.
What's funny is I saw him in like when I saw him get like thrown off the stairs a little bit, and back I was like, he can do that. 'Cause he's a
I
stupid
thought Gyro was just gonna get dunked down the hole,
And then he has Igor's form for some reason.
which was cool. But I'm like, wasn't the other form he had stronger?
Yeah, Ultima.
Unless maybe he just prefers to have the
That was-
utility of Igor's like different icon forms, but he
I
never
just
used
I
them.
forgot Gyro existed. I'm sorry.
Go
Hey,
be
this-
all dead.
Hey, the translators forgot about him because they didn't spell his name right.
It's actually pronounced Hero, but I'm still
Like-
gonna
like,
call
last
him
time I
Gyro
checked-
'cause it sounds cooler.
Wasn't that JonTron?
Like,
That's a JonTron joke.
like
I
last
think,
time I checked, Gyro's name was spelled Gyro, not Jirayo.
I don't know.
Eh.
Or however they spelled it in this movie.
So yeah, we also get introduced to Chloe, which is Danton's other artificial daughter,
Which,
and
who
like,
is sealed in fucking crystal for a reason that's never
So
explained.
at first I thought, because I was talking to Gar about this earlier, I said like, oh, she was kind of useless. She had no point in the movie, and then Gar actually made a very valid point.
Alright, so since Makoto and Kanon are technically test tube babies from this guy, Danton, Chloe is what the viewer's supposed to represent on how Makoto and Kanon would have been
Yeah,
if they
hadn't-
stayed with
yeah.
Danton.
Because technically, as Danton says, because Canon actually dies, she is the failure, whereas Chloe is supposedly the perfected version of
And
her.
now I'm just, every time I see this movie, I'm just going to be disturbed by how much Danton and Chloe remind me of Man in Cloak and Alina from my Kamen Rider story, in which it is just disturbing. Like, it
When
gave
that
me
kind of thing
shivers.
happens,
Wait,
it's always weird.
Wait, so if Canon's the failure and Chloe's the perfected version, does that mean Canon is non-canon?
Pillow tap.
Alright. This show's gotten very violent.
Are you okay?
He's being hit with a pillow. No, he's not.
Stop!
Alright.
Hit me instead.
Give me that.
Can I jam it?
Okay, don't eat you with it. So like, as we see later, like, yeah, Makoto's just like questioning everything. Like at first he actually believes everything that Danton's saying, and like he's like, oh yeah, maybe you're right, and like he's even like trying to convince everyone else, like, yeah, no, guys, like this guy's for real. Like he's trying to save the entire world, and he has a pretty good idea how to do it. And then
And he shows it by like converting the people that follow him into like his evolved humans. And then promptly eats them to fix the arm he breaks, saving Canon from rocks.
which at first we thought
Didn't he
Cannon
say
was
it was
gonna...
the people who weren't following him that he did the...
No, the people he absorbed were the ones who agreed to him.
Oh, jeez.
Part of the modification that he did was to make them be able to be turned into regeneration for him.
Yeah.
Um,
But it just, like, and then at some point, like, Alan, like, everyone finds this, like, Danton's lab. Like, it's super fucking funny.
I mean, his lab did crash out of the
That's true.
fucking sky.
Also...
And then he just steps out and he's like, "Hi, honey, I'm home."
Also, we got to see Saionji, who's, I guess, was still wandering around the Gamma world, because he was since the Hyper Battle Special.
I fucking love it. The first time he shows up in front of Makoto, he's like, "No, don't do it. I'm here to stop you." And Makoto just gently shoves him to the side.
Yeah, no,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
fine.
no.
I guess you can go. Just don't hurt me.
Yeah, Makoto's just like, fuck off. Like, I have no time for your bullshit.
Why am I useless?
Don't go there. Buzz off, Randall.
Fuck off, Saionji! Jeez!
Oh, okay. And then, like, he takes the shot for Cannon later, and then as he's dying, he's just like,
Am I a luminary now?
"Am I cool now? Do I get to be an icon?"
Why did you give him that voice?
And now I am the hero.
Oh god, that actually... That actually reminds me of something.
DX Scion G icon.
I'm sorry, but that reminds me of something you said when we were watching the movie, which is that one old guy who joined up with.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and you were just like in the old person voice. Now I can live for 2 more years.
Yeah, like the old guy who was sick,
And I
who
was
joined
just-
who joined Dantonism.
You had to do the voice though.
He just walks up and like they're all like, "Yes, thank you for saving us," and I just imagine the old guy going, "Hooray! Now I can live another 2 years."
Yeah, and I just freaking lost it.
Wow.
At best.
That's terrible.
But yeah.
Spoilers: he didn't live another 2 years. He barely lived another 20 minutes.
But yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't think those people came back.
It was a week before.
So then at some point, Alan also
I'm so sorry.
Alan also discovers the Makoto cannon laboratory, and he's also fucking shocked as hell about
He's
it.
just like, oh God.
So then
Oh, man.
he realizes, oh shit, probably Makoto saw this, and he's probably feeling really shitty about himself right now. So I need to go convince him that he's you're you. It doesn't matter what the fuck you are, and then proceeds to fight Makoto and
By the way, the only proper-ass henshin we got this entire movie was Sin Specter at the end. Every other henshin we got was either off-screen or just like a quick
Or
flashlight.
Oh,
flashlight.
that
Yeah.
pissed me off.
I know! What the hell?
That was
It's a
really-
Kamen Rider movie!
Because I hate.
It's
Yeah,
not
no.
It's not in the budget.
But it's a V cinema. They should
Not
have a lot
in
of budget.
the budget. You guys can do gore, not in the budget.
Okay.
Gore,
Even
just red
especially
paint.
with Deep Spectre, because I don't like the form Deep Spectre, but I like the sounds, I like the voices it makes, and I like the transformation. It's cool, but I just don't like the form. So then through the power of friendship, I guess, Alan makes the friendship boost icon.
Ujo Burst.
Yeah.
He
And
finally has a super.
I love how they got around the limitations of the Megulure by having him activate it, which pushes the burp burp sound.
Yeah, I thought I was kind of disappointed with that.
I mean, based on the way the Mega U-Loader toy works, they kind of had no choice, because if he had used it properly, it would have thought it was a normal ghost icon and just went, Ghost!
And so they fight some more, and then Alan gets stabbed.
And we thought he was gonna die.
No!
Uncool, dude! You ruined my new form debut!
No, and you see him fall over, and then the blood's
Blood
on his
is
pants
pouring
and stuff. Yeah,
down
and
out
the
of
blood's
him.
on his pants.
I was genuinely worried they were gonna leave Alan dead.
So does that mean that Alan's Necrom icon is forever changed?
Oh, that's
Maybe.
a good.
Because think of it, that new icon.
When he lied there died, it was still Ujo Burst, so probably?
Cool.
I'm still waiting for that Necrom set with Ujo Burst and the color Necrom icons. That would be an awesome set
I
to
want
release.
Necrom Blue.
Not first, I'm like, oh, they can't release the Ujo Burst. Wait a minute, Tokon Boost and Deep Spectre have their own electronic noises. And yeah, they could. They
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah.
But it's probably too late now. Sad
So
face.
then Makoto blows up the lab and all the Makoto and Cannon clones. So
Oh
it's
my god, that scene was so fucking awesome.
He just leaves it on fire in the
Because
background.
Makoto actually counts up his sins.
Yep.
The 7 sins.
Quickly though, Danton does he looks into the lab with all the Makoto clones, and he looks in, and he's like, huh, 15 are missing. Probably Adele's doing.
The explanation! It fits so
I
perfectly.
know, but I love he just assumed it was Adele. He just assumed that it was him who stole them.
I guess they knew from the start that Adele was a dick.
Well,
Just Adele's a fucking shitty villain.
Had a terrible
or,
sin.
again, simple scene could have been added of him checking security.
Checking security footage.
Yeah.
Could've got
Whatever,
worse
we got
than
it.
that.
It's very honestly, this explanation was better than the original one that I heard, where it was like, oh, it's just the Spectre icon pissed off at Makoto for not using him a lot anymore.
Yeah, there's one moment where Danton drops the Mugen no Kanose line, and I'm just like, triggered.
Yeah, so he does actually he's like, oh, I'm sin for blah blah blah, I'm sin blah 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 blah, and he's like, my sin blah
What the
blah
fuck
blah.
are you talking about?
The part where he's counting all of his sins. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
so he counts up his 7 sins. Number 1, believing in Danton. Number 2, endangering people. Number 3, turning against his friend. Number 4, not believing in his friends. Number 5, denying a future for his siblings. Number 6, all of Danton's sins. And number 7, being weak enough to believe in Danton.
And we're gonna need to put.
I feel like they stretched that a little too
And
far.
I
we
think
need to-
We
number
get to be
6 should have
7
been.
though.
No, I
Yeah.
think number 6 should have been, killing Alan.
Well, I think we can cast that under number 4.
I think number 4 should have been gluttony, eating too much takoyaki.
Yeah, this was Alan.
So yeah, Makoto proceeds to blow up the venture compound, killing all of the Hank and Dean clones.
No.
That's so.
No,
I watched that episode and found that out, and I was disturbed.
No.
Yep.
I was like,
You were supposed to be.
yeah, and then one of the Venture Brothers finds out that he's a clone, and he's super disturbed by it.
No, he destroys all the Shadow the Hedgehog clones.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, the final form of Danton just straight up looked like he was wearing a Shadow the Hedgehog cosplay.
Ow, the edge.
I love how the edge.
And as like the explosions are happening, there's just like a shadowy like form of one of the Makotos who's just smiling. Thank you for putting us out of our misery!
Yeah, that was never
No,
really
no,
explained.
that was Shadow Makoto that fused with Makoto in the show.
Sure.
Was it?
It was. Yeah.
At this
remember that
point,
happened.
I'll accept that.
So then, yeah, he summons the Sin Specter icon, which is literally the Mugen icon, but it's blue
But
and
Mugen, but better.
And it has devil horns.
Yep.
Because it's the opposite of Mugen. And then yeah, he transforms into Sin Specter, and it's just.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
The
so
chime
great.
is good. The form is cool.
And
The sounds are good.
I loved every single time it just went Sindai Kaigan.
The music in that scene is beautiful. The battle is great. All of the attacks are cool. We get to see his entire arsenal get powered up and reused,
My favorite was Sindai Kaigan, Gluttony Bite.
which was new, but it was like Burokawani kicks,
Yeah, so we have the Envy Slap, the Lust Bullet, the Sloth Glaive,
which are powered up versions of
yeah.
Omega Smash, Spark,
Yeah.
and Fang,
the
respectively.
Gluttony Bite, Pride Fist, Greed Slash, and then the Wrath Flame. So
The
they
Wraith
were all awesome attacks, and like I said, I did not get tired of hearing Sindai Kaigan.
Oh
every
no,
single
I
time.
love it. It was so
It
good.
was so good.
And then, as he powers up for his final attack, just the beautiful, beautiful shot
Sky
of like
just explodes
you
into
see in the
blue.
background, like they finally fire off the Sky Fixer, fixed version.
I was just expecting to just see a game clear.
And just as the sky turns blue finally, which was such a beautiful moment,
He's got those 6 wings and he's just going down like all angelic.
and just like deadly Omega Drive, and then he like falls down slowly like a fallen angel. I don't know why it was that slow, but I don't care because it was so awesome.
It was.
And he just smacks
Oh.
and just boom.
No, everything about Sin Specter is just so fucking
That was
cool.
so. Remember when the icon was announced? Everyone was like, "Ew, it's a Mugen recolor."
Well, no,
I'm pretty sure I was like, it's Mugen but fixed.
Well, I like both of them. But yeah, and then he's just like, I have 3 dads. I got Taku's dad, I got my fake dad, and I got Danton.
All of which are dead now.
Also, that was explained
The
too.
thing at
It's
the
like,
end,
oh
though-
wait, but I have a father, and he's like, oh no, Daigo was my assistant, and
whose name was actually Go Die, apparently.
Go down.
And then he did.
Go die!
No, but what
Yusuke?
Daigo did was
Go Die
he,
Yusuke?
Wait a minute, how did we not mention Onari even once?
we did.
We did, how he was Nabishin.
Not machine. He was a detective.
But yeah, he fixed the machine.
I
No.
guess I just completely
so
spaced out.
Daigo took
I'm sorry.
took Makoto and Kanon. He stole them away from Danton, and then he took them to Earth to raise them as his own children.
And then abandoned them to go on his side quest with Argos.
Yep.
Look, I gotta give this to Ghost. Takaru himself may be a bland piece of shit, but everyone else around him has the most interesting and well-explained lore of any recent Rider series.
No, but the one question that will remain unanswered is what was Onari like before he became a monk? I want to know because he's like, yeah, I've done some bad shit.
The cinema Onari.
Oh god, I would love to know.
Kamen Rider
Just an Onari side special.
Oh.
I would love that.
That would be so good.
Onari is best ghost female protect.
No, it's just Kamen Rider Ghost novel, Onari edition.
If they put out a novel, I would read it.
Where they just release everybody's backstory in like short stories.
Yeah.
Light novels.
So something funny that I wanted to point out. Danton earlier in the movie takes the damage for cannon from when random rocks fall down, and because of the rocks, he loses his arm. Meanwhile, at this point of the movie, he takes a final attack from Sin Specter, still has his arm. Confirmed, Sin Specter is weaker than rocks.
Well, yeah. Why do you think Godzilla's main weapon is rocks?
Yeah, he always does
Rocks!
So yeah, then we cut to like everyone's gathered, and Alan's like in his dad's outfit.
Yes, that's right. I have stolen my dead father's clothing. Worship me as your god!
So,
Gee, it's like when Lando dressed up as Han.
Except
and
Han
became
was
a
dead.
vampire.
oh, and quickly, Makoto's like talking to Ken or whatever like that, and then he actually says, "We live, therefore we are." And I was like,
Yeah,
he said the title of the Ghost theme! I'm like, that's cool.
He
that-
said the thing.
That was really
And
necessary.
then, Alan actually, he
gives a
gives
convincing
a
speech.
really awesome speech, and then I just made like the joke. It's like, yeah, many of you died.
But that is a sacrifice that I am willing to make.
We probably could have just all gone to Earth, and we would have been fine there.
You guys could have just chilled at the Daitenku Temple while we fixed the Sky Fixer.
Imagine seeing
Oh,
like
definitely.
thousands of people just
Well,
like at the temple.
Look, through this whole movie, we never saw more than maybe like 50 to 100 people at most.
There is a city. Like we saw a nice shot of like.
There's a good
like-
1,000 people.
But it's cool knowing that like the Gamma world's actually like.
It's just we can
It's
only
another-
afford 50 extras.
No, but it's cool. The Gamma.
Again, budget constraints.
No, but it's really cool. The Gamma world is literally another universe. Like
Which
it's a
we knew.
planet.
Which we knew.
Well, no, I just thought it was just like a single plane of existence.
And we're like,
Like by
Which
itself.
has space in it.
Muppets
Okay.
Most Wanted.
But,
well, we got the band back together, and hey, all of our fans are back. Actually, those were just extras.
And yeah, as Blaze is mentioning in our Discord, they clearly are trying to hint at a Takeru x Chloe ship, even though
And
There's not
Akari x Igor too.
yeah, Akari x Igor I could kind of see because he's a masochist and she likes slapping him.
Oh, but Akari and Takara have a thing for each other.
As
yeah,
much as
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
like
as
to.
much as a blank piece of wood has with iron.
What?
Takeru is a blank piece of wood and Chloe is a blank crystal. They have no defining
They're gonna
character
be a
traits.
Kamen Rider build form.
Like she finds out Danton's dead, and
Not
she's
working.
like, well, I have nothing to live for now that he's dead.
You can find your purpose, just take your first step forward. What the fuck does that even mean? What do I actually do?
No. And that's literally the point where I'm like, oh shit, that's my character Alina. Because I killed off her
No,
dad,
it's just-
and then she became her own character later on. In which I'm like, oh my god, I feel disturbed. I feel dirty.
No, it's
And while he's talking to Chloe, he like does the thing where he like points his finger to the sky, and I'm like, "Are you really trying to be Tendo, you motherfucker?"
no. Put your take a step forward. It's like that song.
Take a step
No,
forward.
it's like that song from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. You know, put one
One
foot
foot
in
in
front
front
of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. I love that movie.
That song was just about people wanting to get
Grimsley
annoying
Squad.
people out of their lives. Just walk out the door and leave me alone.
No, it was about changing from
Evil to good. Yeah.
Piss off, Randy.
I just love how we get the shot of
Winter, please.
We get this funny shot of the Left Behinders at the temple, just sitting there sipping coffee, hoping Onari didn't fuck up.
Yeah, like the mailman.
Meanwhile, he
The
saved
mailman
everyone.
and not.
Yeah, the Onari and Shibuya or Narita, whoever, got the fucking mailman to join their threesome of Nabishin
It's like, I can't
cosplayers.
believe I signed up for this shit.
Delivering the mail
Also,
was easier.
no Edith this whole entire movie.
Yeah, no Edith, no Yurisen,
Well,
like
you're
the
saying
cat.
that- Yeah, no cat. Hey, what happened to the cat? It's missing. It's missing, Jim.
I missed
The
it.
cat is now an icon. And so
We were
yeah,
dogs
Alan
of
gives
wisdom and now you're cats.
so yeah, Alan gives this whole speech about like Now that under this blue sky we are united as one. Now go back to working at McTakoyaki.
We are many. You are but one.
No. Now I'm just thinking about like, oh, after that speech, it should just have the final music from the Bugs Life movie. Dun, 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 dun.
No, just if I could change, you could change. Everybody could change. Just Rocky IV.
Oh my god.
So then, yeah, we got a nice, really cool song during the credits, and then it just literally ends with Makoto walking past like 3 cardboard cutouts of his 3 fathers.
Hi, 3 dead dads. Bye, 3 dead dads.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
walk
the-
off
Gara was like,
do nothing.
that's not even fucking Tenkuji Ryu. That's just a cardboard cutout of him.
It
It's
literally
like the
looked like
Force
they
Ghosts
took
in
a.
Star Wars.
No, they literally.
Oh my god.
It, from the looks of it, it looked like they literally took a picture of him.
And just spliced it in.
Yeah, and just
In post.
spliced it in. It's like, you guys didn't even try.
And then Makoto just like walks off to nowhere to do nothing.
Yeah, he just walks into a fade out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the end of the Spectre movie, and in my honest opinion, this was a fantastic movie, and this is the best thing Kamen Rider Ghost has ever produced.
Despite all of the weird stupidity I've complained about, I have to agree. This movie was phenomenal. I enjoyed it. I watched it twice and I loved it both times.
Enjoyed it thoroughly.
I thought it was freaking awesome. I actually really like Ghost, and I miss these guys. I'm sorry. I know that that's not a popular opinion, and it's okay if you make fun of me for it. But
What do you like?
this movie was still like, compared to the rest of Ghost, it was great. Like really, really good.
It answered so many questions.
Yeah.
This
Anything
movie
with
sucked.
artificial humans is awesome. Though.
Why, Gar?
This movie kind of sucked.
Did it not meet?
Is it because it reminded you too much of your fan fiction and stole your ideas?
No.
Did it not meet your expectations? That sounded
Okay,
better in my head.
Look, the Figment 2 comic came out and used the exact name and premise of a villain that I created like 10 years before, so I was
It's
sort
not
of
even that.
weirded out by
It's
that.
not even that whatsoever. What does this have to do with the series?
It explains one of
It's-
the biggest plot holes in it.
It explains the Shadow Makotos, and it shows that Alan and Makoto did succeed in the mission that they set out at the end of the series, which was to restore the Ganma world to livable conditions. That was what the whole movie was about.
It was just, hey, what are Spectre and Necrom up to in the Gamma world?
It's just the whole thing with like, oh, you're not really a human. You're like a creation
A doll
of mine.
without a soul.
And it's like, all right, how does that affect the show? Excuse me? How does that affect the show? He's never questioned that. So, in which having this taking place at the very end of the show, it's like there's no point for it. The show is still the show. You guys didn't change anything except
That's why this
hey,
plot
this
point
is-
wasn't in the show, because
it's
it's not essential.
So what's the point of it then?
Just made an interesting twist for the movie.
Yeah,
I
and
liked
It gave him a lot of depth.
It ends up going nowhere because Makoto is still Makoto.
No, but the point of the show has always been, like, no matter who you are, where you come from, or like what your like origin is, you can still choose to live as a human and live the way you want.
So this movie completely succeeded in nothing.
If that's the way you choose to look at it, sure.
This movie is.
No, you know what it is?
Adds
It's-
nothing to the show.
It's you know what it is? It's like we said earlier. It's like Mewtwo. It's proving that the circumstances of your birth or who your father was doesn't matter. It's your choices in life that matter.
But it doesn't affect the show.
It doesn't have to. It's still a good
happened
story.
after.
It can just be a movie that takes place after the series.
I think that's kind of the thing that's affecting this V cinema the most. If it took place during the show, I think it was.
Has there
the
been
thing.
any V cinema that actually did make an impact on the show that you were talking about?
Yes, Kamen Rider Drive Saga's Heart and Mock. That, expands on, since we already know of the future of Kamen Rider Drive, they're kind of building up towards it. And, it expands, it doesn't, change the character's history, it expands on it more for his future. Like, take a good example.
This expanded on Makoto's history.
Take a good example.
Into the past.
Take a good example. Mach. Mach's part of the story is him accepting the fact that Chaser may never come back, and he has to move on with his life. Specter movie. Makoto realizes he's no longer human.
No. The idea with Makoto was he finds out the circumstances of his birth, and he thinks he's not human, but he decides of his own merit that he is a human, and he will live on as a human. It's about surpassing what is expected of you and choosing to live your own way. That's why when Danton died, he said, "I have understood your will and your way of living." Because it's about Makoto choosing his life for himself.
It was just unsatisfactory.
Okay, that's you then, man.
You're welcome to your opinion, no matter how much I disagree.
If anything, there should have been Alan's. There should have been Alan's V Cinema. Because his character arc finally comes full circle in this. Where Makoto kind of doesn't.
Here's the thing. I like what they did because I have always thought that Makoto needed more backstory in the past. Whereas with Alan, between the show, the movies, and the Alan side specials, we've pretty much got his entire life story.
Exactly. So it's like...
That's why I think there's not much more they can do with Necron.
Full circle.
But that's why they had to do Makoto and not Necron, because we've already got Alan's entire life story.
It's just with Makoto, I wish they could have done something better.
Why
not his mother?
That'll be next.
No, because there won't be anything next, because we're going to do X8 next for V Cinemas. Like,
well, I mean, it
should have, instead of creating a new character to cram into the backstory, they should have expanded on the older characters that are already in the lore.
But here's the thing, if you think about it, Makoto and Kennen don't have a mother. They were created by Danton, and then Daigo stole them away, and probably told them that their mother died.
Well, now we know that now, but say, remove Danton and put in Makoto's mother. That would have made it a bit more interesting. Or hell, expand on Makoto's father.
I would like to see a version of this where Danton was Makoto's mother, like a female version.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
Like, expand on Daigo's
She seems like a nice old lady, and then she's just...
We got Daigo's backstory in the Ghost movie, where we learned about his mission with Argos.
Yeah, but it could have been expanded on a bit more.
I was satisfied.
Yeah. Anyways, you make fair points, but
really upset right now.
It's just...
I understand your points, and you make good points. I just choose to disagree.
It doesn't affect the show. That's my...
It doesn't need to. It was still a good movie.
It is still a good movie.
So you could honestly just skip this movie. That's a bad thing.
That's why it's a movie and not part of the show.
If you're interested in finding out if Alan succeeded in turning the sky blue in the Gamma world, then yes, you watch this movie, because then you find out.
Or why Shadow Makoto even was a thing.
Because if you just finished Ghost and not watch the Spectre movie, you're not going to know whether he succeeded in his mission or not.
Yeah.
Yeah? Lane, what is that then?
What?
What would that be then if we never found out?
It's to your own imagination.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that's why this movie existed, to answer questions.
No, it could have been, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Up to interpretation?
No, with Amazon finale. That word that we used for Neo Omega's alpha fight.
Off camera, up to interpretation, assumed. What are you trying to say?
Whatever. We know what you mean. Just leave it up to however you want it to be.
Exactly.
Anyways, in my honest opinion, even if you're not a fan of Ghost, watch this movie. It's a good time.
I would argue that if you haven't watched Ghost, you shouldn't watch it, because you have to know who these characters are.
That's true.
Like, just skip this movie.
That's you, man.
If you watch Ghost, I absolutely recommend it.
I was disappointed in this.
Okay.
I thought the movie was really great, but I feel bad saying that after Gar said all that stuff.
Everyone is welcome to their own opinions, as long as you can back them up.
Really
just
smart.
Me personally, I just don't see movies and shows and specials, so I don't take them so critically as Gar or Cell do. I just see them as, hey, they're fun movies, and I try like I've stated in the past, I try to find positivity in almost anything I watch, and so that's what I like to work towards, because I don't like negativity.
To be fair, I did like Sin Specter's design.
There you go.
That's cool. It's just story. Story needs tweaking.
Blaze posted in our Discord a shot of Takaru.
Weird kid found dead.
Breaking news.
Gee.
Anyways, that's the episode.
Thanks for listening, one and all. Thanks to Blaze and FaceCore for tuning in on our Discord channel. Anyone who's listening, if you want to join in on our live recording sessions, you can listen to us and submit your comments. You can join us at the Discord link that's on our Podbean website, which is castranger.podbean.com. Please check out our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/rscastranger. Check out our TeePublic
Is there a new shirt
merchandise
this
site.
week?
Yes, we're going to put out this week the Pink Caster shirt.
Me, yay! I'll get it later.
I already bought the Blue Caster shirt from last week's episode.
I haven't gotten mine.
Oh, wow.
You'll get yours.
I'm like broke.
No,
to
no, I
actually
mean
get a
in the
shirt.
mail. I
Yeah,
bought
no,
the Radio
that's kinda
Sentai
big.
Castranger
yeah,
shirt.
they
It's
take a
stuck in
couple
the
weeks.
mail.
It's not
Yeah.
like completely broke, but just like not enough to pay.
It takes a couple weeks, but they're good shirts. So thanks to TeePublic for we have merchandise as we've been talking about, and of course, please don't forget to check out our Patreon and consider pledging to help us make the show better for you, make the game faster, and you get access to our notes for all of our recordings, including last week's my very detailed and anally retentively written list for the what made sense with the reset on last week's episode of X-Aid.
It was really well thought out, though.
Thank you.
Goodbye!
Thanks for listening. Sorry for spacing out weirdly.
This movie sucked.
This episode of Castranger has been brought to you by the glorious donations of our cast patrons, Oliver Nilsson, Joel Maroney, and Chris Laird. Thanks very much.